Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, welcome to a brand new episode of the A Cup of Soda podcast. Today is just me. My co-host is not here, but that's okay, cause I'm here to save the day. We took a break last week, and I'm just back. And today is just gonna be a nice, calm video. I'm going to be painting. I kind of already started painting. But I realized, I'm like, wait, why don't I just do a podcast episode while I paint? So, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. And just talking, I guess. So, I guess I can just start by saying, like, I hope everyone's doing okay. I had a crazy last week, mentally, I guess you could say. Made some poor choices when it comes to how I handle things. Nothing super crazy, nothing super bad. Just maybe I just shouldn't have done it. I posted an episode and I actually deleted it like a couple of hours later because I realized, I'm like, why do I keep doing this? You know, I guess it's because I use the podcast and my videos and things like that, like therapy. It really is. It does feel great to just let things out there, and maybe I could do that, but just not post it. Maybe I should just do that. Like, I might make a separate account, not the podcast, but like maybe my YouTube. Like, make another YouTube account where no one sees but me, and it's just to let out my frustration and whatever. Because it does feel good to just talk out loud and just say everything I need to say in a video. But I'm not gonna do that anymore. I've actually started, I guess, I should put this on Do Not Disturb so I don't get, like, notifications and things. Alright. I started to realize that I need to find a more healthier way into coping with whatever. And I actually started journaling. I know I didn't honestly believe in journaling, and I thought that was kind of like pointless and dumb. I started doing that, and honestly, it does help, but I wouldn't say it cures me because it's still like things still bother me, and but journaling does help. And honestly, painting does too. Painting is very therapeutic. And actually, I didn't even mention what I'm drawing. I'm painting. So I am painting Kirby. Kirby on a star. I'm using blues, pinks, and darker pinks, and yellow, because his star is yellow. For some reason, my cat's making noise. I don't know if you can hear him. He's like drinking. I'm like, oh, he decides to eat and do that when I'm doing that. But when I'm like filming, he tends to act up when I'm doing the podcast because he's actually really calm normally. Like, he literally just hangs out and just sits there and sometimes cuddles on me. But when I decided to podcast, he decides to run around, jump up and down, and all this stuff. And it's just like, Tiger, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you such a crackhead? Except when my cousin is here, and then he's actually on his best behavior because he's a scaredy kitty. He doesn't, not that he doesn't like people, but he's terrified of people. But yeah. What's another thing I could talk about? I guess how, I was gonna make a video about it, but why not just take that time to talk about it here? So I wanted to make a video about why I decided to make podcasts in general. Me and my friend Nelson, we love podcasts. Like, I love listening to podcasts, and I know he does too. And in 2019, I really started getting into podcasts where, because I'm a dog walker, and it gets really lonely and very boring, being a dog walker all day, and having another voice, like talking and stuff like that, is very comforting and makes you feel like you're not alone the whole day. So I started listening to podcasts. I was listening to Trisha's podcast when she had like the Dish with Trish. I listened to Jenna and Julian back when Jenna was still making podcasts. I miss her so much. And all this stuff. And I really wanted to do it. Look, I didn't know how to do it though. I didn't know like how do you make a podcast. Like I thought only like professionals and stuff like that can have a podcast. And then Nelson and we kind of like did some research, but mostly Nelson did the research because I'm like super dumb when it comes to that stuff. And he found a way to make a podcast, and we started thinking of ideas. It took us like 2 weeks to like figure out a name for the podcast. We got everything else down. We got the ideas of what we were going to be talking about, like what's our themes, stuff like that. We were just stuck on a name. You know, like the name was the hardest part. And then I was just sitting in my room and then I thought about being under the bed because, you know, we was going to have it under here. And that's basically how Under Your Bed came to be. Funny enough, I wasn't even going to make a separate podcast originally, but one of a friend of mine, a friend of mine that's also friends with Nelson Joe and stuff like that, he encouraged me to make my own podcast, and he wanted to hear me and stuff like that, and so I kind of was like, you know what, why not? Why don't I make a separate podcast where I could just like talk about whatever? I'm really shy. I'm really awkward. And it was a bit like overwhelming when we started the podcast to talk. And so I didn't really talk that much, and I honestly did feel a little insecure, and it didn't really feel like I was part of the podcast. So it was nice to just have like that, not that freedom, but like just the free range to like talk about whatever I want whenever I wanted to. And so that's why a cup of soda came to be, and you know, I loved podcasting, and that's why I have like this is my 21st episode, but it's actually my 22nd episode. And the reason why I say 21st or 22nd is because I have a bonus episode that's only on Spotify, not on YouTube. But episode 7 is on YouTube, but not on Spotify. And the reason why episode 7 of season 1 is not on Spotify is because of an error I made. I accidentally put a previous episode's audio in episode 7 instead of another audio. And I don't know how that happened because I labeled them all. But yeah, and then I realized it, but it was already too late, and it wouldn't like fix it and pretend like it never happened. It would just act like a new upload. And I don't know why, but if the arrangement isn't in order, I will literally just freak out. So I decided to just completely remove it. So that's why episode 7 is not on Spotify, but it is on my YouTube if you guys still want to watch it. It's about Frenemies ending. But yeah. It did kind of bother me. I was like, fuck, like why why is it not like correct? And so, but whatever, but in a way, this is my 22nd episode. Like I already have done 22 episodes, not counting the one I did freaking out, because if that was the case, that would be my 23rd. But no, 22nd, like the 22nd episode is a painting episode, whatever. I originally was going to make a drinking episode, but I decided to paint. I should have mixed the two, but I really don't want to fuck up this painting. Like I really wanted to do like my best with this painting. I'm gonna put clouds once the paint dries. I'm gonna like make clouds, things like that. I guess I could show the viewers how far along I am, because it's kind of aimed to where you can't really see. Also, do you guys like my little octopus? His name is Ozzy. You know those like octopuses that you can flip to make it sad or happy? Yeah, that's what Nelson and Joe gifted me. They're so fucking sweet. I love them. They gifted me the little octopus, and I had a hard time figuring out a name for that. I'm really bad at names, But when I do make a name, I do think hard about what the name should be and why it's that name. So, Ozzy, if you guys remember as kids, Oswald, um, that's basically where I came up with the name. And the mean side is actually named Octavius. Now, I didn't think about it till after I said the name, but I realized I love Animal Crossing, and there's an octopus named Octavius. I believe. I'm not sure, but I think so. But actually, the name came from um, the 100. There's a character named Octavia, and obviously it's going to be a boy, so I just named it Octavius, like a more boy sounding name. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, isn't that already a name of an octopus in freaking Animal Crossing? And I'm like, oh well, it works because I love Animal Crossing, but that's not where I thought of the name. I thought of the name because of the 100. Because that's honestly, I love that show. Like, that's one of my favorite like live action shows. It's just like, oh, I fucking love the 100. Like, I didn't think I would like the 100 until a friend recommended it to me, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the best show in the fucking world. I freaking love. And it was only like 2 seasons when I watched it. There was only like 2, and there was now 7 seasons, and it ended, and I'm like, I want more, but I'm satisfied with the ending, I guess. Some people hated the ending. They're like, no, it shouldn't have ended like this, and I'm like, yeah, I guess, but it wasn't that bad. Like, y'all are so dramatic. But if you hear squeaking, that's my freaking chair. I miss my old chair. I put that chair somewhere. I'm not gonna say where it's at because I'm going to use that chair actually for a scene in my web series. Um, I'm I'm so excited. Like, I guess I could talk about my web series a little bit more because I'm just like very excited about it. But I started writing. Like, I had to do a lot of rewrites because of stuff. I gotta rewrite a lot of things, and it sucks. I hate rewriting because the original idea was great, and we already started filming, and now I had to do rewrites. So that means I had to change things. But I mean, it's for the best, I guess. But I hate changing things up. But I need to get this show out. Like, this show was supposed to be out this year, and this year's already ending. So, yeah, I don't want to say too much about like what's the idea, because I still want it to be a surprise, and also I just don't want people to copy me because I feel like I have copycats, and I feel like any idea I put out, someone's gonna take it and then try to pretend like it's theirs. So I'm not gonna do it. So I'm just gonna wait till I'm pretty much almost done to announce it, because I'm afraid that someone's gonna try to take the concept. Not saying they're gonna steal the whole plot. If they do, then that's a huge yikes. But I don't want my concept to be taken. And I'm just so excited about it, and exploring the world and stuff is, dang, I need more blue. Exploring the world is just gonna be fun because the show is very, very character based. Like, I wanted it to focus on like coming of age and like I don't know, but I also wanted to make it like weird, you know. Originally I was gonna just make it a basic show, but after quarantine and all that stuff, I thought of a even better idea with it. But I have the same like character ideas, but this show it's actually pretty different. The name is not even the same. I really like the name. The name is so clever but so simple at the same time. It's actually really funny. like like I did my research on it because the show kind of like, it's based on some common knowledge type things, but not really. Like, the show is very specific, but it's also very freeing and like open to my like ideas. So I'm like trying to bounce around what I'm trying to say because I don't want to spoil the show. But I do want it to come out next year. And if it, I don't have like a real release date because I still got to film, but I have an idea of what my release date would be, and it'll go great. So it would actually be super perfect what the release date is, but that's if I can get most of the show done by that time. So my goal is late 2022 because I still got a lot to do, but also everything, honestly, the way I have everything written, it can get done very quickly, but that means I have to be like on top of my game when it comes to it. So I don't know how many podcasts I can do because I'm gonna be like, once I finish writing the majority, I'm not gonna finish writing all of it because um I might get more actors, not just new actors, but like more actors I might get in here. So I wanna be able to write them in as soon as possible, but I do need to get some things out of the way first. So yeah. The show's making has been on hiatus for way too long, longer than I would like to admit. Um, and I just want to see it done. At least the first season. Like, I just really want the idea out there. And honestly, I feel like once people see what the story is, more people would want to actually be a part of the series. And I hope so because the world is so fun. The world is like, I can't explain it. But there is narrative. There is a narrative, and there's story arcs and things like that. So do not worry. I did not forget about story arcs, even though this is very character driven and is very character focused. The plot is still pretty good, and it's open to interpretation. I guess you could say, not even an interpretation. Like, it's not that crazy, but it's open to change and it's open to evolve over time. So I don't expect the first season to be the best season in the world. It's a build up season. It's a season where I get to like explore and just kind of experiment with things. Like, this first season is it's gonna be a learning experience when it comes to it. Because of just the changes and just kind of having to figure things out as I go. But I do like where it's going. I just hope that you guys also like where it's going because I do want you guys to enjoy the series. And I've learned so much, like so many techniques that I'm excited to do. Like, I wish, because I started the show before I went to school. And now you guys are going to see it, and I know you guys are going to see it. You guys are gonna see the weird way I'm doing things. It's like not the concept, just the visuals are going to look so different from the first couple of episodes, and you guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this, a new show? Like, why does everything look different? Like, why is everything like more stylized? Why does everything look better?" Like, after this, and that's because this takes place after I already went to school. But yeah, everything, like, I don't know. I'm almost done painting the freaking blues. Like, this whole time I've just been painting the blues. I hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say with my show. That I'm excited about what there is to offer with this new show. But yeah, anyways, what's another thing I wanted to talk about? Have you guys been playing Animal Crossing? I'm telling you, there's no point to this podcast episode besides me just randomly talking. I hope you guys enjoy that. Like, we can all talk, you know. My DMs are always open. Like, I text pretty quickly. Like, as a dog walker, you're on your phone like all the time. So, you can text me. Like, I'm pretty like free to text and stuff. So if you guys have ideas, if you guys want me to talk about some things, I'm pretty open. I'll talk about whatever. I still have other like topics I could go through, but I don't want to go through them here because I want to save them for me and my co-host. So yeah, that's why this episode's kind of like all over the place. Is because I'm kind of like trying to save the great good ones for my co-host and I. But yeah. I'm like tired. I woke up late today. I don't know what the fuck. Today is Sunday. I always film these like a few days prior to uploads. So today's Sunday and I woke up pretty late today. I'm like I was just not into it today. I guess it's time for me to like clean brush. Oof. I don't know why I thought I was gonna drink it for a second. I was like, wait. You guys can hear the swishing of water. It's on the metal and I can't get it out. Whatever. I'll leave that there. I'll put this here. Alright. Let me not spill the water. Okay, let me put some pink. Because Kirby is pink, guys. If you guys didn't know who Kirby is, how do you not know who Kirby is? Wow, that was a lot of pink I just put in there. Perdoop. Alright. I swear, this freaking thing is killing me. Like, my chair. I hope you guys don't hear it too much. Like, I'm trying not to move as much here, but it's just, it's just not working out. This pink is kind of like a salmon pink. I didn't want to make it like too pink because there's another pink. And I could have lightened that pink with white, but I decided like, no, this pink is nice. It's soft. It's a nice pastel like pink. But painting is very, very therapeutic. I suggest people do that. Like, if you guys like feeling stress and stuff, paint. You don't have to be an artist to paint. Like, it's just like nice to like put something on paper. Like art, I always felt like art was therapeutic. Like I've said this 1,000 times. I think like art is so comforting, and like you make something, right? You make it out of nothing. Like it came from nowhere sometimes, but it's just a nice way to relax, honestly. Like I feel like really relaxed actually. I don't feel like tense as I normally do. I don't feel anxious. Like normally, like that's just how I feel all day. It's just anxious and all that stuff. But right now, I feel entranced actually. Like I feel like soft and quiet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But I hope you guys are enjoying just the podcast. Like you don't even have to enjoy this episode in particular, but I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. October was so fun. Like we've been planning to do that since freaking before even season 2. Before even season 2 came out, Julie came up with the idea of doing costumes, and I was super on board because I love costume. Like when like Frenemies, they did costumes, and I was like, God, that's like such a fun thing to do, is do costumes. So I'm so happy we got to do that, because that, like, I wanted to do it for so long, and then to finally be able to do it was like a dream come true, because it really was. Like I love doing the podcast with my cousin. Like it's like it's also a bonding experience for us. Like we both love podcasts, and like it's very like bonding. Like I love bonding with it. But yeah. I feel like this is maybe too light. What do you guys think? Like, sorry if the exposure is too bright. I did lower the exposure, but I do like how like saturated my hair looks. Like it's like super yellow and for some reason orange, but like like yellow, like a sunflower. Sunflower yellow. My hair's growing, guys. I actually posted a episode today. I posted a behind the scenes to my song Panic Attack. Um, I wish I didn't do my music podcast episode because since then I produced so much more music. Like, it's so kind of funny, like, thinking about it now. I'm like, damn, I made a music episode with like almost no music, and then I fucking then I produced like multiple songs. I hope you guys liked it. Puppet. I freaking love that song. Do you ever feel like a puppet on strings? Feels like no one's ever listening. I feel like when I'm talking that no one ever understands me. I really love that song. And I try to record as much behind the scenes as possible. I record a lot of stuff. You guys don't see it because, it takes time, and like, I feel like no one expected me to have a behind the scenes to love letters. Because I've been working on love letters before I even did the podcast, I believe. Like, I started doing love letters in like May, and love letters didn't come out until August. So it was on my mind for months. And then the behind the scenes comes out this month of that. And so it's just been in the works for a couple of months. And that's kind of me. Like, I work on things like hush hush that you guys don't know about. And then boom, it comes out, and then behind the scenes comes out. But yeah. I mean, I don't record every behind the scenes, and I do come up with a lot of things all the time. But there's just some specific stuff that it takes a while. Like, some of my stuff that I filmed months old now, like very months old, like almost a year. So yeah, some things are just old, and this is why I wear a wig for the series, because my hair would look super different, and it was just beautiful. So, like, whatever. So for continuity purposes, I have a wig. But yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, new music. I can't believe I've written and sang 8 songs. I created 2 songs for my last EP, and I created 5 songs for my new EP, which should mean I should finish, like, that's it. But I want it to be 6 songs, so it's more even, because I like even numbers. Even though my favorite number is 3 and 17. So I don't know how that works. Like, those are not even numbers, and those are my favorite numbers. I wonder if you guys have favorite numbers. Do you guys have favorite numbers? If you do, then join the club, because we all have a favorite number that probably can't explain, but I feel like some can explain. I know Nelson's favorite number, and he gave me a reason why it's his favorite number, and honestly, I wish I had a reason why those are my favorite number. They just are. But and I know Joe's favorite number. But yeah, favorite number, guys. Favorite numbers. Do I know everybody else's favorite number? I don't know. But yeah, I have so much pink. I think I overdid it with the pink, because I'm about to run out. Actually, let me put some over here, okay, now that there's more pink, let's see if you guys can see. I hope you guys can see it. Maybe I should go darker with the pink. Just a little bit darker with the pink. Because, like, it's so salmon-y. Like, I like that it's pastel, but it's just too pastel, you know? Oh, wow, it's already 30 minutes, and I'm not done. I don't know if I might cut the video short, because I don't want to make this episode way too long because I'm painting. So I'm gonna try to speed it up as much as possible without fucking up the painting. Cause I really want to make this painting look nice. If you guys follow my Instagram, you guys can see my paintings that I have, and sometimes my videos and vlogs and things like that, where I have my paintings on a wall, and I'm trying to make a wall full of my paintings, so I could have a painting wall. So, yeah, I love art. I love making things. I love creating. That's why I made that podcast episode about creating. It's because it's something I'm super passionate about, and I've been passionate about for like so many years. Like maybe one day I can make like not a podcast episode, maybe just a video. I can like show you guys all my art that I have saved over the years. Like I have so much shit. But let's see. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. So, I might let you guys go because this will take way too long. But if you guys want to see, I'll show you guys this. So I painted Kirby himself. I didn't paint his feet or eyes. If you guys want to see the rest of the painting, please look at my Instagram. I might post this only on my Tadachi Art Instagram because that's where all my art goes. So if you guys haven't haven't heard, my art account is Tadachi Art. TADCHI and then underscore art, I believe. You'll find it. It has my character Ken. He has red hair. That's my OC. I guess you could say my original character. But he has a store. Actually, might start producing comics, and if you guys want to see that, please let me know. I'm going to start making comics again because I did start making comics. I used to make comics all the time. I don't know what happened, but I guess it became more work. I'm like, ugh, because I do so much stuff. Like I do this, I do that, I do whatever. Like sometimes I overwhelm myself with my own art. Like it's a lot. But anyways, I hope you guys had a great time listening to me as I paint. Very therapeutic. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll see you guys with my co-host. If not, you'll see me do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I hope you guys had a great day, and thank you guys for the support, and Kazoon tight.